Hi, Daneile. So I'm really delighted to have Daneile here with us today. Daneile Moore from Adventure. Thank you, Daneile. Can you tell us a little bit more about what the Adventure scheme is?
Yeah, absolutely. And thanks, Satvir, for having me today. Adventure is a business support programme that it's fully funded and it delivers across West Yorkshire. It's funded by the West Yorkshire Combined Authority and the local authority business partners. So that's all the West Yorkshire local authorities. So that's Leeds, Bradford, Calderdale, Kirklees and Wakefield. And we also work with the Business Enterprise and the Prince's Trust.
Oh, wow.
So primarily what we offer is support to businesses who are trading but less than 3 years old. So we know that's quite a challenging time naturally for businesses. So this intervention was developed to address that. And we support them in a number of different ways with quite a wide variety of things.
That's amazing. So that leads me on to your next question. What's the different types of support that you offer?
Okay, quite a wide range of support, and it's really bespoke to the business, which is quite important, particularly when businesses are starting out. They've all got a path that they want to go on. So we don't prescribe a particular thing that they have to do, but here's a bit of an example of some of the things we can offer. So we have a business manager, so they get their own dedicated business manager. Wow. That person will be very aware of their own area. So, in Kirklees, there's a specific business manager for that area, and he's very well networked and connected.
In the area, brilliant.
So that business manager's their sort of go-to person who they can talk to about anything, any problems they're having, support with business plans, grant applications, and a variety of different things. Networks, connections. So there's a lot that comes out of that relationship.
It's bespoke service, isn't it?
Yeah.
Seems like you've covered all bases as well, all areas. It's amazing.
We try to, yeah. I mean, obviously, there's always going to be things that we can't do, but we can at least help a business owner understand where they're going to be able to get that information from, or where another support organisation might be able to step in. So outside of the business manager, we also have access to a growth grant, which I know there's not a lot of cash about, so it's rare and it's great. So that's a £10,000 growth grant. It's 50% match funded, which does mean that the business has to have that money in the business initially, but it really does de-risk kind of spend on growth projects and helps them to spend with a bit more confidence. What else? We have lots of other things and workshops. So we deliver a couple of workshops a week as a minimum. So these are online. Loads of varieties of topics. It can be anything from how to actually complete that business plan. Or we have, last week we had something around AI and processors.
That's so relevant at the moment.
Operations, how to recruit your first staff member. So all that kind of stuff that a new business is going to have growing pains with, we try and address through some of that content. And additional to that, then I mentioned earlier the Business Enterprise Fund. We do have access then to the British Business Bank, so lower rate government kind of government endorsed loans. So there's a startup loan that a startup business can access. Each director could actually get up to £25,000, and there can be pre-trading to access that as well. And currently that sits at a rate of around 6%, which again is really great.
It's really good.
So, there's a whole toolkit really, I guess, and it's up to the business what they want to dip into and use.
I think what's great is that you're targeting businesses at every level. It feels as though you've really, really looked at what a business wants and individualised it to that business. That's amazing.
Yeah.
So have you got any success stories from Adventure?
So many.
I bet there is, isn't there? We've got a couple of good ones.
Yeah, loads. As a marketing manager, it would be remiss of me not to say, definitely have a look at the website. You can see www.ad-venture.org.uk. But we've got case studies on there. But a recent one that I'm really excited about, we're just publishing that, is Notfield Vines. So that's a North Leeds-based business. And you'll love this, Satvir, because it's female-founded. We're passionate about supporting female founders. So two best friends who actually started their own vineyard, and we've just funded them the maximum £10,000 grant towards a tractor that rotivates mist. I've learned a lot about agriculture and brilliant. So, that's just a great example of some machinery that's going to kind of have a massive impact on that business's growth potential in the next couple of years and increase the yield and bring a lot of the stuff that they were outsourcing and costing quite a lot for, bringing that in-house. So multiple real positives from that and job creation potential. So we'll love that.
I think that's amazing because it is job creation, and it's job creation for the UK, and I think at this moment in time it's so needed, isn't it? That investment in people.
It really is.
So can you share any different initiatives that Adventure and YABCA have worked on together?
Ooh,
I mean, there's so many.
There's a few in there. Now then, Satvir, and what have we done together? So
quite a bit.
Over years, a number of things. So there's been quite a few sort of funding and finance events. I think that's something YABA are really good at, positioning access to funding and finance. I know Adventure have been invited in, so we've spoken 100%. At a number of events. But another thing that we've worked on more recently, and I'm really excited about, is the ethnic minority women in tech.
Yeah.
So activity around, initially with the steering group, but us, women professionals in industry looking Indeed. At how we can broaden access for underrepresented communities. With the first event that we've just delivered in Leeds Digital Festival. Right. There'll be lots of follow-up from that, I'm sure. So yeah, I'm really proud of that, and I think it allows us to develop other positive outcomes from that as well as delivering the thing. So I mean, we know it's built our networks huge.
We love it.
Yeah,
we love working with yourselves. So how do you think these initiatives have impacted the community? That's a question that actually, do you know what? After the event,
we've probably
we've got a lot to talk about. What do you think?
But what do we think? What I think, even from the event that we've already delivered, the steering group itself actually gave me access to a wider network than I'd had. So I've learned something, and people think, oh, well, Daneile, she's worked in business support for so long and economic development, she knows everybody. It's not true. We learn something new every single day. So I think
but you do know everybody though, Daneile.
Yeah, well, nearly
you do know everybody.
On it. But I think from what I'm seeing actually is stirring up that conversation in a community. It's not even about what we can do directly, but if we can empower women to reach out to each other and ask for help, then I think I'm already seeing that activity happening. So yeah, really
I totally agree with that. And last question, what do you think the vision is for YABA, YABCA and Adventure moving forward? What we've got to look forward to?
Joint working. I think we see these opportunities and we reach out to each other, don't we?
We do.
Continuation of support in terms of the underrepresented groups. But I think also for us, we're really passionate at reaching more Asian entrepreneurs. Huge entrepreneurial society. And I really like that YABA's reach has sort of stretched wider now than the Asian community as well. So again, that, the Northern Powerhouse Minority Ethnic Policy Forum has got a lot of impact. So us feeding in, you give us a reach there to communities that can be difficult to engage with, and we want to help everybody equally. So yeah, I think so much potential. Events, activities, co-delivery, it's all to play for.
100%. Thank you so much, Daneile. That was brilliant.
Thanks, Satvir.
Thank you.
Appreciated you having me on. Thank you.
Thank you.